Hi, welcome to the LEAP initiative. If you're watching this video, you are most likely looking forward to running LEAP initiative application. So before you run the application, there are three main things you need to have on your computer, that you need to have it installed and running in your computer. So one is Virtual Studio Code, which is your editor where you see me go in there and write some commands. So that's your editor. You need to have an editor, a code editor called Visual Studio Code. If you already have it, that's fine. And if you have another type of code editor that you're familiar with, then that's fine. But you need to have some form of code editor. Then two, you need to have Docker desktop running on your computer. So in this video, I'm going to add videos that actually shows you how to install these tools for you to use. And lastly, you need to have Git installed on your computer so that you can Git clone my repository and then have the file in there that will run the LEAP initiative platform for you. So yeah, it's exciting. So follow these YouTube videos, and at the end of using the YouTube guide to install those three dependencies, then I will walk you through how to clone my repository and how to spin up the LEAP initiative platform. Thank you.
Today, let's download and install Visual Studio Code. For this, just search for Visual Studio Code, or you can write just VS Code, and you'll get the official website code.visualstudio.com. Open it, and you'll get download for the Windows, as we are using Windows operating system. You can click on download also, and you will get different options to download installer for different operating systems. You click Windows option to download. Download is being started. It may take a couple of minutes, so let's wait. So now download is completed. Right click and open. So installation setup is open, and click for I accept the agreement, then click next, and again click next. This option will create a start menu folder. Click next. Here these two options are required. So these two options must be clicked, and I advise you to check these two options also. And also I will click this. So click next. Now click install, and it will install the Visual Studio Code. It may take a couple of minutes, so we will wait. Now setup is completed. You can just uncheck this launch Visual Studio Code and click on finish. It will launch the Visual Studio Code. So this is the interface when you will open first time the Visual Studio Code. So you can also open VS Code from here. Just write Visual Studio Code, or just VS Code, or just you can write VSC also, and you can click this. It will open the Visual Studio Code. Okay, we have installed our Visual Studio Code. In the next video, we'll.
So now, after having Visual Studio Code installed successfully, the next thing would be to install Docker Desktop on your computer. So you watch the second YouTube video, and let's see how you follow the steps to install Docker Desktop on your computer.
Learn how to install Docker Desktop with ease on your Windows 11 computer using the latest method available. Let's head over to any web browser and type and search for Docker Doc. On the search results, click on this very first link, which starts with docs. On the official page, click on Get Docker. And it's available for Mac, Windows, and even Linux operating systems. Let's download for Windows. Also, I would suggest that you download from this website, and not from Microsoft Store, as Microsoft Store may have restrictions that could interfere with the workflow. So click on this blue button as shown, to download the exe file. The file is of around 600 megabytes approximately. And meanwhile it's downloading, let's check its requirements. The first requirement is to have WSL installed in your system. To check, simply hold the window logo key and the letter R. On the run prompt, type CMD, and press enter, to open the command box. Simply type WSL, and hit enter. As you can see, I do not have WSL installed. So to install it, simply type the command as shown here, and hit enter. The installation process should start immediately. But if it does not start, you can install it manually, and I have made a dedicated video on the same. Link will be in description for your reference. As you can see, Windows subsystem for Linux is getting installed into the computer. Once the installation process is over, it's mandatory to restart the computer to apply the changes. Once it boots up, let's enable Linux. And to do so, search and open Turn Windows feature on or off. Here you can enable and disable Windows feature with just a click. Here search for Windows subsystem for Linux, and turn it on by checking the box before its name. After this process, do not restart the device now, as we will do it later on. Now, hold the window logo key and the letter R. On the Run dialog box, type WinVer, which stands for Windows version, and hit enter. The reason for checking the Windows version is because it's one of the requirements for running Docker, and the final requirement is to have hardware virtualization enabled. To check, simply search for Task Manager and navigate to the Performance section. As you can see, virtualization is enabled, but if it's not, you must enable it from the BIOS. Now let's go ahead and install Docker. Head over to the File Manager and locate the Docker exe file which we downloaded earlier. Double-click on the file to install the same, and next, click on OK. The installation process will start, and it may take a while to install the same. So meanwhile, you can hit like and subscribe to my channel. Once the installation is complete, click on Close and log out and restart your computer. Once the device boots up, search for Docker and simply launch the tool. Agree to the terms and condition. You can decide to log in, but for now let's skip this login process. As you can say, the Docker is successfully installed in my Windows 11 computer. You can also verify it by opening the command box and typing WSL, space, hyphen, letter L, space, hyphen, letter V, and hit enter. You can see, it displays its status, and also its version number. Now if you want to run Android app in your Windows computer.
So after successfully installing Docker Desktop, then the next thing to install is Git on your computer. So let's get into the video and follow the steps to install Git.
I'm going to show you how to install Git in Windows 11. So this can be really useful if you want to use Visual Studio Code or you just want to start using Git on your computer. Now the first step is to head over to an internet browser and type in Git download, and you can click on this top website which is git-scm.com. Now once you're on the official website, you need to go and select your operating system. So mine's going to be Windows, so I'm going to click on this one here. We're then going to install the standalone installer. So I'm just going to click on this top one, which is Git for Windows x64 setup. You can then click on your downloads folder and open up this executable file. Now all you'll simply need to do here is go through the steps to install this onto your computer. You don't typically need to change anything, so you can just go and press next. You can then click next again and just leave all of these settings as their defaults and press next. Click on next again and press next. Now just keep going through all of the steps until you get to the install button, and finally you'll see this install button. Just go ahead and click on this. Now once you've installed this, there is one more thing you need to do, so I'll show you that in just a second. So once it's finished installing, you can just uncheck this box and go and press finish. Now there's one more thing we need to do, so go and open up the start menu, search for the word environment and click on edit environment variables. You then need to click on this option called path and then press edit. Now we need to go and add Git to this list of variables. So what you need to do is open up the file explorer on your computer. You then need to double click on your C drive, double click on program files, double click on the Git folder, and then double click on CMD. Now once you're inside of this folder, we need to head over to the address bar and you need to copy this entire address at the top. You could then head back over to your environment variables, go and click on new, and then just go and paste in that address that we just copied and press enter. You can then click on OK to save these changes and go and press OK once again. Now, once you've done that, you'll need to go and restart your computer. Once your computer's restarted, open up the start menu, search for the word terminal and click on this window here. You can then go and type into the search box GIT and then press enter. Now, if you get this message, this indicates that everything's been installed and worked correctly. And it's as simple as that, guys. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful.
So after Git is successfully installed on your computer, then you will go to the email that I sent, and you will see my GitHub URL for the Leap app, and then you can copy it. You can put it into the browser to be able to access my GitHub repository. And if you access my GitHub repository, then you see further steps on Git cloning the repository, going into the folder, and then spinning up the image. So if you don't want to do that, you can just directly enter your Visual Studio Code, and then you can click a new terminal to come up. Then you do git clone, and then paste the URL to my Git repository. So it gets cloned, and then you can do ls, you see it. Then you can go into the file, so it will be leap freeform, or if you're using my repo, you will see it cd into Leap Initiative free. So you can use that and come and paste it here. You can come and paste it here. They are all the same thing. So after that, we've entered into the folder. So now we need to run one more command to have the Leap app platform running in our computer. So we can get the command from the repository, so which is this step 3. Run this command docker compose up -d. So we can paste it in, and you can type it out if you're not using my GitHub steps directly. So we just press this, and you'll see for you the image will get pulled. It will take a little bit of time, maybe 1 minute. The image will get pulled. You wait for it until you see this, you see something say started. So once you see it say started, then you can go to your Docker desktop, and you see it automatically. Then you can go into it. You see this is the Leap platform, and you see it running on port 3001. So you can go to your browser, and then you type in localhost column 3001. So now you'll be able to access the Leap Initiative platform, and this, after this stage, is where you can now reach out to me on LinkedIn. You send a connection request with the keyword Leap Access, and then I will share with you the credentials you can use to log in. Once you put that credentials in here, you'll be able to log in and access the platform and begin to use the resource. You begin to use it, play around with it before the actual class begins, because everyone coming into the class will need to have Leap platform running, so that whatever we are doing, everyone is carried along, and everyone is doing it on their personal computers as well. So Look forward to seeing you in the class, and thank you.